Can you hear me? Rose? Rose? I
I
I see
I
you,
see
but
you,
I
but
don't
I
hear
don't
you.
hear you.
Okay, I think she's gonna try to reconnect. We apologize for the technical difficulty. I mean, I think it was made that this this podcast was gonna struggle on this laptop. Let's see if we can get it back in. Hey, can you hear
Hey,
me?
can you hear me?
I
I
still
still
don't
don't
hear you.
hear you.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think
I
it's
think
something
it's
with
something
the
with the
stream app
stream app
itself.
itself.
Because I see
Because I
you, but
see
I
you,
don't
but I
hear
don't
you.
hear you.
All right.
All right.
Good morning, Morgan.
Good
Sorry,
morning,
we're having
Morgan.
very
Sorry, we're
strong
having
technical
very strong
difficulties here.
technical difficulties here.
Um,
Um,
uh, let's see.
let's see.
Am I echoing
Am
really
I
bad?
echoing really bad?
Why?
Why?
Wait, okay. I don't know why the collab cam was maybe picking up that audio. This should be a little bit better now. Alright, I don't know if you can hear me, Rose, but I'm gonna call you on Facebook Messenger on my phone, and let's see if we can just call like that. So, hang on. Man, this shit is crazy today. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can get Rose. I think she has herself in Do Not Disturb, so that doesn't help either. Anyway, I hope you're doing well, Morgan. Alright, I'm gonna try to send her a new link and try to connect that way. But I was gonna say to her story that she was telling, um, I totally get what it means sometimes when you come from, you start a new job, it's a technical role, and you're working for someone who may be younger than you, who's like they've been there longer. I mean, that's fine, but I do feel like attitude goes a long way, and I think that's where I'm kind of stuck-ish now. Um, because a lot of people that I work with are they're just like they have a certain attitude that's like, hey, like this is the way like things are. Like I've done it for this long, this way, and they don't like they feel like since they have so many years of expertise, they can't um, see an alternate way to something, And then when I try to fix it, it's like I'm incorrect. So hopefully Rose can finish up her story. Hold on. One, two. Crazy, right? Like, we have literally one episode left until the next until the year mark, and on the day before we're having the craziest issues. Anyway, so I guess I'll see if she reconnects or calls me, but I'll catch up with myself here. So yeah, I mean, as I said before, and Morgan, I appreciate you saying the kind words that you did. That yeah, I didn't get the opportunity at the other job, and it did make me sad because I was looking forward to catching up with like old colleagues that I had worked with. as well as just having a more comfortable job experience. Just because like the job now, I mean, great people. I loved everyone I work with, but it's just 5 days a week in the office, and the traffic that way is just insane. Like the trip. So Friday, the game plan was for me to work half a day at the office, go back home, finish up the meetings that I have, go get a rental, and then get some sleep and then get ready to go. None of that worked out, right? So what I ended up doing was I stayed at the office till about 3:30 because of a meeting, and then I had a call, but then I couldn't make the call because I was trying to see if I can get home before I have to jump on that call, and I was like, you know what, I'm not making it. So I left the office and went to a local Starbucks trying to make the call that I needed to make, but the person wasn't responding, so then I was like, this is not going to work out. So I had to lean on a coworker to ask them to help me finish up some work. I got to Enterprise right before they closed, got a rental, went home. We were thinking about leaving late at night, so like 10, 11 at night, to get here by like 7, 8 in the morning. But the problem with that is like the condo that we are staying at, we can't check in until about 2, 3 o'clock. So I talked to my friend's mom. They're like, you know what, like just leave when we leave at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, "Ah, I don't know how well that's gonna work out because everyone's gonna be kind of groggy and like it's gonna be tough for everyone to wake up." But it actually ended up being like really good. Like people were able to wake up by like a decent time. Like even my daughter, like she was able to get up at 4 o'clock and she was like, "Good morning," and I was like, "That's crazy." The drive down was good. Like I actually didn't. We never hit traffic, but I think it's mainly because it's October and there's not too much traffic going in and out. But there are some people, I guess, coming down for vacation still. But when I got to South Carolina, it made me take like the back roads to kind of like travel and everything. So far, like I said, it's been stormy the last few days. We had some really good pizza because we had to make a stop to eat. We had Indian food yesterday that my wife ordered, which was real good too. Today, I think they're gonna try to go out in a little while to do some grocery shopping, but I'm just trying to hit like vacation mode. I'm just trying to relax and just chill and not do like a whole lot. So I'm gonna hopefully see how that goes, but it is what it is. Um, Other than that, like I'm just like I said, I named the episode "Continuity and Grinding" because there's times where it's tough. Oh, I think she's back. Hold on, let's see if I can bring her in. Hey, can you hear me?
So, which means putting us off in a year mark, no? Are
Right.
we hearing me here?
I think
Do
I
you hear me?
wait. Hold on.
Are we live? Alright.
You can you hear me?
I do
The
hear
worst
you.
part, honestly, Rose, is it's I don't know if wait. Do you hear me? Because I
Yeah.
see your hand moving.
Can you see me? Because I don't see you. Anyways,
Oh,
on the
maybe
part
it's
one, we were talking about a beautiful down at Coast Myrtle Beach, the way I got there, and
wait. Rose, talk.
Sanjay. Yes, can you hear me?
I don't hear you. This is actually kind of crazy.
It's fine. It's heavy energies right now. Everyone's going through transformation. Everyone is. Morgan, can you please comment if you can hear me?
Why do I not hear you? And hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say like that's odd that that works, but I
Yeah,
don't
she
hear
can
you.
hear me. You don't have to hear me. Let her hear me. I'm just kidding.
And I don't know why I
Morgan,
don't
we
hear
having
you.
a beautiful morning. Okay,
That's crazy. I
okay.
think it's the app for me.
So how about we just
Let me see if I could default
talk
it
with
to
each other in the
evening.
chat.
Default
So
that
in the
to
part one, we
that.
were talking about Myrtle Beach and my
Weather
little
is
story how I
good.
got there, my first beginning of being in the United States, and it started from Atlanta and
Oh
Myrtle
wait, maybe
Beach.
this is why. Hold on. Sorry, sorry, sorry. You're good. I'm sorry.
And Sanjay was talking about weather in Myrtle Beach right now. He's there, and how my angel saved me.
Okay.
And then
Uh,
from there, I went to New York. Okay,
there you go. I hear you now. This was a nightmare. Anyway,
beautiful.
so I'll let you
And the next
finish your
year,
story.
yeah,
Yep.
and the next year when I came back to Myrtle Beach, I came back next year because Albert came back next year. He went back home, I think, but he came back next year. He got another visa, came back to work and travel again. I said, you know what? I was in New York, so I said, I'm gonna fly to New York to see you. So I flew back and I saw again Harold and Joyce, the lady and gentleman where we were living, his managers, right? We were living in their houses. So I came back to see them, and the day I was departing, we went to Chinese buffet, and they gave me a beautiful necklace with rose, and that's how I was named Rose in 2007, but in 2008 it was official when they gave me a necklace with a rose in it. So that was so sweet. I still have that, and that's how I became Rose. And Albert went back home again. He never came back to the United States. He really wanted to, but things wasn't that great. Now he can't even get a visa, not yet. And he has beautiful two kids. Yes, he has beautiful two kids. He got married. I'm really happy for him. So, and and the one thing he cheered me up last year, he said the toughest thing that have you ever done is you staying in the United States. The rest should be really easy. And when he said that to me last year, I was like, that's exactly what I needed to hear. So we always need people that does support us, does give us that a little motivation and a little hint just to let us know that we're still doing great. And I'm grateful, Morgan, you being here. I had my birth name. My birth name is still around, still my name. My aunt gave me my birth name. My first cousin just turned 60, and his daughter was named after me. So we have the same last name and the first name with her. And she's also psychic like I am. She does.
I'm here.
She's more medium than I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I hear
Okay.
it. I hear it. You're good.
So what I was saying is Frank, when he came back, he had two 36 and 37 episodes. And the next episode is 52. We were doing year mark. I don't know if that considers year mark or we're still on a one episode not there. What do you think?
I mean, it's gonna be the year mark episode. It probably isn't the year mark episode that we were hoping it would be, but it'd be close. It'd be close to it. Um,
We need a candle with a one, right?
yeah. Oh well, yeah. If anything, we'll get a little cupcake or something and get a
And
candle and
maybe right
celebrate.
here put a 1 year balloons. I would definitely would love to have that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
1 year balloon.
I'll let
I
you
thought
get the
that was so
balloon, and then
nice.
I'll get the cupcake that I'll let my daughter have at that point.
And thinking about putting the clips of every person that Morgan, if you want to do a little clip from Friends, we're gonna do there as well. We want to add our guests that's been on the show. Also,
Well,
we want to
I
do
I think
maybe the
for that though,
yeah.
we won't do it live. We'll make a clip and upload it to
Yeah,
our
yeah, yeah,
videos. Yeah,
absolutely. So we do a little clips here and there, and of course, everyone who's listening to us and watching us, you can also send us a clip so we know who you are, that part of the community, and we just sneak you in there and be like, hello, maybe a little hello, and maybe a little motivational story from you, just a little quote or something that you love. You can throw that in there so we can throw it together. Look at that, a beautiful squirrel
yeah.
in front of
Uh,
my window.
but yeah,
Yeah.
no, I mean it's been definitely like a crazy ride, and it's been up and downs and whatnot, and appreciate your story because it's like it's like you said, sometimes we just need people in our lives that just remind us that hey man, like we all fall, like it's not a matter of how we fall, it's a matter of how we get back up again. So yeah, like the grind is real. We keep going, and like I said, I think for me, as I was saying in my story, that like I'm appreciative of my job. Not that I'm not, and I get where you come from when it's like you're working with people who may be younger with you, younger than you, but since
Ooh,
like you come into this role,
yes, I did not finish that story.
oh yeah, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So, so I started working with this a beautiful Jake, not Jack, like a Titanic, right? I thought we were gonna be Rose and Jack, but he's Jake and 23, got really pissed off. And then yesterday, I was supposed to be working by myself. It never happened. And he was serving and also was behind the bar, and we still shared whatever. So basically, the first day we were supposed to share, he decided to play dumb. It's like, oh, I thought, you're still training. And that's what he told manager. Oh, I thought she's still training. So he decided not to share his tips.
Ooh.
And yes. And I was like, okay, I'm an old school bartender. So even if you train with me, like if I train you, like as a courtesy, as me being your teacher, I should at least give you at least 40, $50. You came, you need gas money, especially nowadays, you need food money. I want to appreciate your time. You actually did great. You helped me. I want to give you something. You're not supposed to be half, but as a trainee, I want to give you something as a thank you.
Mm.
That's an old school. Nowadays, they don't even want to share the tips. And I got so pissed. I was so angry. And God doesn't like ugly. I was like, kid, you don't even know me. You should have never done that.
Mm.
And he did. He did. And he paid for it. And I wasn't saying anything. Like, you can't, obviously, don't do wrong to people because you're going to get it back. And in my case, it was instant. His girlfriend went some busted. The cops got in and she got a huge fine. Like, it happened, you know, the after he decided to not to tip me. Well, not to share the tips. And then yesterday I was supposed to work by myself. He was still behind the bar, and I came first. And the manager told me I have to fix the plate because it's really not functioning well. I said, you can, guys. I'm not even making anything. I've been
Mm.
there 5 days. I'm not making anything. And this kid telling me he's perfect, trying to tell me how to shake drinks and do drinks. And I was like, okay. And me being as a grown person, I'm like, let me be quiet. And then yesterday he came after me, so I was already on a roll doing things and serving, and I'm like, "Can you do this and do that?" And then he turned around and tells me, "How you telling me what to do?" Which I wasn't. I was just like, "That's all we need." I said because I was hired as a professional to fix this place. After these words, he went to manager and put 2 weeks notice.
Mm.
And then he tells me, You know how much money I made for this place? I said, who cares? This place don't care how much money you made for them. And no place is gonna care how much money you made for them, especially in now day and age. You wanted somebody pat you and say how much money you made and give you a bonus? This place not gonna do that. This place is not even feeding. This is restaurant. Every restaurant's supposed to feed you, right? One one meal. They don't.
Mm,
It said if you want to eat, you're gonna have a 20% off discount meal. That's it. This place don't care about you. These companies don't care about you. The only person who's gonna care about you it's you. And if you're making your own story, you having your own company, that's when you care about you.
mm,
If you're a great owner and entrepreneur and you do care about your employees, would be nice, right? Give them a bonus, give them some, like usually the old school bartending role made had like a bonus system. Like example, if you ring $1,200 or $2,000 or you sell expensive bottle of wine, there's a bonus. This place doesn't have that.
mm,
And he looks at me like he's puzzled. He's like, "Oh, I did bartend before." I said, "It doesn't matter. I'm your coworker,
yeah.
and I have more experience. You should learn from me. Don't tell me how to shake drinks because you don't even shake them right." I'm not being like this teacher and be like, "Oh, listen to me and look what I do." I'm not, but I'm just don't compare your story to mine because you weren't in my shoes.
Right.
And I understand maybe you have a little ego going on, maybe you own the place, but because you're doing everything. He's running, he's busting, he's serving, he's burning, he's doing everything. So, but you don't own the place. This is not your place. And it comes late in time. When you're young, you still want to give it all to the company, you think they care, and then you realize the harsh truth that nobody cares about you in this company. And if they do, you got lucky with the entrepreneurship, with the owner, but you won't find them anymore. Like that place, I don't even know the owner. I never seen it. And the
Yeah.
manager is brand new. He's only got hired, just got hired. And the bar is so not functional well. It's like, how you want me to fix it? It's like, you don't even have a top shelf in front of you. It's over here. I can't even reach the bottles. So you know what I mean. So it's like, and now I made a decision and I told the manager already. I said, I'm going to goes. I'm not fixing your place for free and I'm not being disrespected. That some kid is gonna not to share his tips. He throws me $4 because I made a drink. I made some martini and the guy gave me $4 tip for me. He's like, that's for you. I was going to give it to him back and be like, don't embarrass yourself. But I was like, thank you. Thank you.
Mm. I mean,
Mind blowing for me.
it's definitely it's interesting to say the least. It's like Morgan's story. Like, she said that, she was a manager at some place and she was on the younger side. So when people came to her, they're like, who the hell is this kid? Like, why are you trying to teach me anything? But the thing is, I think during times like that, there is a time where you bow your head even to people who think they're above you, right? And the thing is, I mean, you can say whatever you want, but they're not gonna understand it until they experience it themselves, you know?
Mhm.
And, like you at the end they I think I'm not gonna say all companies don't care about you because companies do care, just like Morgan said, companies care about how you can make a profit for them, right? But then
Yeah.
in the spin-off, like she said, your compensation is yours, so that's the money you get back. So, you're not getting paid because the company thinks you're doing such a great job. You're getting paid because that's what you're paid to do, you know? Like you're not getting paid based off, the tips obviously are based off like service, and their experience and stuff like that, but like compensation itself just comes from like you getting paid for what you're supposed to be doing. Some people can do it better, some people can do it worse. Some people know their worth,
Yeah.
some people are still learning, you know? And the thing is, even though he's like a younger, he might be like a hot shot and things like that. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and say all younger people think this way, but there's some people who are very, very driven, and some people who feel like they're on top of the world until they're not. And honestly, if you're at the right place, or I'll say the wrong place because it's not the right place. But if you're at the wrong place and you're working hard and people are like, "Oh my God, you're doing so amazing. You're doing such a good job," right? When you leave from that company, you're gonna think you do amazing everywhere. But the truth was, like, they were just kind of amping you up to make you look like, or make you feel like, oh yeah, I'm confident, I can do everything. And then you go to a company where, like, things, there's a standard for everything, there's a way how everything is done, and you go there and you're like, well, I never really did like this, but people said I was good. And then it's like, well, then they're telling you wrong, because this is how it's done, or that's how it's done. And like, for the most part, I let people do their thing. I think there was a point where I think I was maybe spiteful, and I would say, I let karma get to people. I don't even do that part anymore. Like, I don't let people be. Like, if me and you are not gonna vibe, so be it, right? But if we're in a space where we have to work together, either we work together or we don't. And in this case, y'all didn't, right? So he gave us 2 weeks, and even then he was just like, this place is gonna miss out on my skill and blah 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 and things like that. And I guess you're seeing it from your point of view too. And I guess you're gonna be, like, leaving that place too. So it's kind of like where I'm at here, with my job, where I came in thinking I had the job that I had, but it wasn't. Like, I'm basically reconstructing and redoing everything, right?
Yes.
For a company, because the client is gonna hire us to work for them, right? And I was like, I didn't know it was gonna be like that. So when I'm doing my actual job, I'm doing fine, for the most part. Like, there's no complaints, they're happy with me. But then there's the back end of it where they have to make sure, like, I'm good. Now, uh the first few months was like an extreme struggle for me, because, like, just wasn't good at documentation. Now, I'm not gonna brag about it and say, oh no, I'm really good at it because I've done it before. Or I won't even say, like, I know how to make documentation from scratch. Like, I know how to make documents that people can follow, but everybody has a certain standard and whatnot, and I'm like, I'm not good at this because I didn't sit here and learn this. Like, I learned how to fix computers, build computers, stuff like that, but not write documentation the way they want it. So, I was kind of bitter about it when I first got the job, because I was like, this isn't for me. Like, I want to just leave. Wait, I don't know why my mic. I mean, I hear myself, but it's. Wait, did your headset die? I wonder. I feel like this happens when your headset dies. I can hear myself.